Hello people of the internet. Adobe not only announced and released a new version of Lightroom Classic during Adobe Max, Photoshop received a similar treatment, and let me tell you, in comparison to what we got in Lightroom Classic version 10, this is an absolutely massive update. Photoshop is of course much more versatile than Lightroom Classic and used by many different types of professionals. What I want to know is if there is anything in this new update that will help us landscape photographers, but I will also have a go at the new AI powered filters, of course. If I had to sum up this update in as few words as possible, it would simply be machine learning everything. Adobe has been talking about their Sensei AI for quite some time now, and we are finally getting a proper taste of what this new and powerful technology can actually do. I'll start off with the most headline grabbing addition. It is of course the all new neural filters. I'm not uploading this video on the day right after the conference, so you've probably heard about these neural filters by now. Basically, if you've ever read anything about deepfakes and neural networks changing the look of images, this feature is exactly that. Using the neural filters, Adobe's Sensei AI technology edits a photo for you. And let me tell you, it's equally impressive as it is creepy. I'm a landscape photographer, so faces don't often feature in my images, but I did have to give this feature a try. There are actually only two options available which aren't in beta, and they're both rather boring. One is skin smoothing, and the other is style transfer, where you can adopt the style of a source image and apply it to your own images. But that's not why you clicked on this video, is it? The more interesting options are found in the beta tab. The smart portrait option is what everyone is currently talking about. I found this photo of myself looking sufficiently grumpy, so let's turn that brown upside down using the smart portrait neural filter. Okay, I'm not sure if what it has done is make me look happy, but it does look rather convincing. I'm not too sure about the teeth, but then again, the AI didn't have anything to go by and had to give me someone else's set of gnashes. By the way, if you are planning on using these neural filters in your workflow regularly, you might want to invest in a beefy GPU. My system was definitely struggling during the process. Let's try making me look even angrier. Yeah, to their defense, this is still a better feature. I don't quite understand what the AI was trying to do with my mouth there. One more and I'll promise I'll be done playing around with the smart portrait options. I am genuinely interested in how well the option to change the light direction works. iPhones and more recently Google Pixels have had this feature as an option for portrait shots, so let's look at how well of a job Adobe has done. That could look better. But then again, the lighting in the original photo was rather crappy. I can't end it with that. There's just one more thing I have to try. Just give me a minute. For whatever reason, the neural network isn't recognizing my hair as part of my head. But apart from that, not bad, Adobe. While the neural filters might not be quite there yet, after all, many of them are still beta features, you can definitely see that they are the direction in which Adobe is steering Photoshop towards. Smart Portrait is just one of the options available as a beta feature right now. There's also a makeup transfer, the option to colorize black and white photos, super zoom, and the ability to remove JPEG artifacts. Do you know what else isn't quite there yet? This video and my channel. By hitting the like button, you not only help out this video, but my channel as a whole. Thank you very much. And there is also one neural filter which might come in handy for us landscape photographers. I told you I was going to talk about which of these new features are useful for us. The neural feature I'm talking about is named Depth-Aware Haze. Using it, you can create artificial haze in your photographs. I reckon it would work better if the subject wouldn't be a rock, as in my example, but a person or an animal, but it definitely looks better than the reverse dehaze function in Lightroom Classic. I think that's about it for neural filters. It's obvious that there is a ton of potential there, even if some of the features aren't quite there yet. Having your photos edited using more and more machine learning is the direction in which Photoshop is going, whether you like it or not. This is certainly more than just a fun project for Adobe. And with that, let's move on to the next AI-powered feature, which isn't quite uncontroversial. I'm talking about sky replacements in Photoshop. I get it, replacing the sky in a photograph is something many landscape photographers do not wish to promote. I'm in two minds on it myself, but I'm not going to talk about whether you should or shouldn't use it in this video. Today we're just taking a look at the new features added in Photoshop 2021, and the sky replacement falls under that category. Perhaps you should tell me your opinion on the subject in the comments down below. The automatic sky replacement in Photoshop 2021 doesn't just change a boring or dull sky for something more interesting. It will change the tone of your whole photograph. For example, if you go with a warmer sky, it will bring up the temperature of your whole image. You're not just limited to the skies Adobe gives you as presets, you can also add your own skies to the library. You'll also have granular control over the sky replacement, allowing you to make it look just perfect. The sky replacement isn't just pasted over your original image. It'll be added as a group of layers you can individually edit using the tools in Photoshop. As you can see in this example, it hasn't quite picked up on the clouds right next to the mountains in the background. Those would have to be manually edited if I was looking to create the perfect sky replacement. Other than that, the magical object selection tool has been further refined, making it easier to select hair and differentiate fine details against similar backgrounds. I've talked about how I use the object selection to create thumbnails for my YouTube videos, and if you're interested in that tool, I'll have the video linked somewhere up here. And that is Photoshop 2021. Tons of really interesting and really creepy new features, and the word AI thrown at just about every tool they could. What do you make of this update? Will you be using any of the new features for your landscape photography? Let me know down in the comments below, where I will be hanging out after this video goes public. As always, thanks for watching. Alright, it has been just enough from me for one day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.